If you're tired of the same overhyped digital nomad spots where visa rules change every 6 months, rent prices double overnight, and it feels like everyone's trying to sell you a coconut smoothie for $10, you're not the only one. Let's skip the usual suspects and talk about 10 underrated visa-friendly places where remote workers are actually wanted, and where your money still gets you more than just a hammock and Wi-Fi. City 1. Let's start with Georgia. No, not the one with peaches, the one in the Caucasus. Georgia lets citizens of over 90 countries stay visa-free for a full year. For those working online, the government offers an optional tax status under the small business regime. If your annual income stays under roughly $155,000, you can register as an individual entrepreneur and pay just 1% in tax. Tbilisi, the capital, has become a low-key digital nomad hub. It's walkable, has affordable apartments, fast internet, and a solid mix of cafes and co-working spaces. Plus, the cost of living is still very manageable. A nice one-bedroom apartment in the city center goes for around $400 per month. And no, that's not a scam listing. City 2. Next up is Taiwan. This one's seriously worth watching. As of 2025, Taiwan officially launched its digital nomad visa under the Employment Gold Card program. It targets high-income professionals in tech, finance, design, and a few other sectors. You need to earn at least $5,700 per month or prove similar credentials, and in return you get a 1 to 3 year renewable visa that includes work rights and access to their national health insurance after 6 months. Taipei is a modern, safe, and fast-moving city. Public transport is excellent. Healthcare ranks among the best in Asia. It's not the cheapest place on this list, but it offers top-tier infrastructure, a strong expat network, and the kind of street food that makes you wonder why you ever paid $20 for noodles anywhere else. City 3. Montenegro is where Europe gets affordable again. This Balkan country is not in the EU yet, but it uses the euro and has some of the easiest long-term stay options on the continent. Digital nomads can register a sole proprietorship and gain temporary residency that's renewable. It sounds complex, but there are now legal agencies that handle it for less than $1,000. Cities like Kotor and Budva offer stunning coastlines, low rent, and a much quieter vibe than the overcrowded tourist towns nearby. Even in peak season, you can still rent a place with a sea view for under $600 per month. The country is also negotiating EU accession, so getting in now might be a smart long-term move for expats who want a base in Europe without the EU-level bureaucracy. City 4. Next up is Panama. This one's a classic for a reason. The Friendly Nations visa, which was revamped recently, lets citizens from over 50 countries apply for permanent residency by setting up a local business or showing a job contract with a Panamanian or foreign company. The most common method now is to form a simple LLC and deposit a minimum of $5,000 in a local bank. In return, you get a 2-year residency, and after that, permanent status. Panama has no tax on foreign-sourced income, making it very appealing to remote workers. Healthcare is solid and affordable, especially in Panama City and David. English is widely spoken. You also get beaches, mountains, and cities all within a few hours' drive. It's a retiree favorite that's also finally attracting a younger nomad crowd. City 5. Brazil is the biggest country in South America and finally launched its own digital nomad visa in 2022. It's still going strong in 2025. The visa allows remote workers to stay for 1 year, renewable for another, as long as they show proof of a remote job or freelance income of around $1,500 per month and health insurance. That's a low bar compared to Europe or North America. Cities like Florianopolis are already nomad favorites with their mix of beach and city life. São Paulo offers a global business hub, and Rio is, well, Rio. It's beautiful and chaotic, but definitely alive. Rent remains affordable, especially outside of the big centers, and there's no shortage of culture, nightlife, or sunshine. And you'll probably pick up decent Portuguese whether you want to or not. City 6. Now, let's talk about Albania. This is one of the few places in Europe that still lets US citizens stay visa-free for a full year. EU citizens get 90 days, but there are easy extensions. Albania has also rolled out a unique permit residency option that allows remote workers to apply for a 1-year renewable stay permit. The cost of living is still low. Coastal towns like Sarandë are becoming hotspots thanks to affordable rent, beautiful beaches, and a growing community of remote workers. A seafront studio might cost you just $300 a month. Public transport isn't great, but if you're used to walking or driving a scooter, you'll be fine. Plus, the food is fresh and your neighbors will probably hand you a plate of something warm just because they felt like it. City 7. Mauritius is next. You don't usually hear Africa and remote work in the same sentence, but this island nation is changing that. The premium visa is designed specifically for remote workers and retirees. It's free to apply and you only need proof of income of around $1,500 per month, plus travel and health insurance. The visa is valid for a year and renewable. Mauritius is politically stable, English-speaking, and offers strong internet and a high quality of life. Apartments can be a bit pricey near the main beaches, but in places like Flick on Flack or Tamarin, you can find a modern one-bedroom for under $700. You get beaches, hiking, good healthcare, and no language barrier. It's one of those spots that quietly works for people who want nature and calm, not chaos. City 8. Serbia doesn't get much press, but it should. Right now, remote workers can enter Serbia and apply for temporary residence with relative ease. The process is simple and can be done without a lawyer if you're comfortable with paperwork. There's no specific digital nomad visa yet, but the current system allows for year-long renewable stays. Belgrade has become one of the most vibrant capitals in Europe, with a food scene that ranges from smoky grilled meats to surprisingly good vegan cafes. Internet speeds are fast, rent is cheap, and locals are warm. Novi Sad is quieter and more scenic, sitting on the Danube with a slower pace. Serbia is also well connected to the rest of Europe, so it makes a solid base if you like to move around. City 9. Malaysia has been quietly winning over expats for years. The Malaysia My Second Home program was recently updated with a lighter version called the Premium Visa Program. For younger remote workers, the regular social visit pass still allows you to stay long-term, especially if you do border runs or apply through local partners. Kuala Lumpur offers big city convenience, while places like Penang and Langkawi mix beaches with culture. Malaysia is affordable, modern, and very livable. Healthcare is excellent and cheap. A full doctor's visit in a private clinic might cost $15. You also get amazing food, multilingual communities, and a location that connects easily to Thailand, Singapore, and Indonesia. City 10. For the final spot, we have to talk about Uruguay. This is one of South America's most stable countries. In 2023, they quietly launched a digital nomad visa that allows remote workers to stay for up to 180 days with the option to renew. All you need is proof of income and remote work. Montevideo is relaxed and cultured, with solid internet and decent healthcare. Colonia del Sacramento offers small-town charm with river views and cobblestone streets. While it's not the cheapest country in Latin America, it's much safer and more predictable than most of its neighbors. Plus, there's good coffee, working infrastructure, and less red tape than you'd expect. These places might not have the hype of Lisbon or Bali, but they make up for it with practical, stable visa options and lower living costs. They're the kind of places where you can get work done, actually live well, and not worry about your visa expiring every 60 days. Whether you're working from a beachfront cafe or a quiet capital city, there's something real to be found in each of these countries that doesn't involve tourist traps or overpriced yoga retreats. Which of these would you actually live in, and which one surprised you most? Let me know in the comments below, and don't forget to like and subscribe while you're there.